Good morning, all across the globe. We welcome you to the Center for Spiritual Living North Metro here in Thornton, Colorado. We're going to start off with an evocation. So if you would, get comfortable wherever you're sitting, close your eyes and join me. I recognize that the power and presence of God is here and now. In every human being, every animal, every star, every empty space, God is all that there is, perfect, whole, and complete. And I know this day is the day that God has made, so I rejoice in it. I rejoice in knowing that all those that are watching us today are a blessing to our lives. I know that this service unfolds in joy and upliftment and inspiration, and all those that are watching get exactly what they need and give exactly what they have to give. I'm so grateful for this day and the blessings that it brings. So grateful for life, so grateful for technology, grateful to know that this word is complete and fulfilling itself. And in so doing, I let go, let God, and allow it to be, and so it is.
So it is.
So we're going to get started with some music. We got our friend where does he live? Bailey, Colorado. Let's give a warm welcome to Paul Ansiddle. Hi, Paul.
Hi,
Paul. Good morning, everybody in cyberspace. This is Ricky Byers and Michael Beckwith song. I release and I let go. I release and I let go. Let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more trouble, no more strife. In my faith I see the light, and I'm free in my spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I release and I let go. Let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more trouble, no more strife. In my faith I see the light, and I'm free in my spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I release and I let go. Let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more trouble, no more strife. In my faith I see the light, and I'm free in my spirit. And I'm only here for God. Yes, I'm only here for God. Yes, I'm only here for God.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. It's good hearing those songs.
How do people find more about you?
I can go to my website, paulansiddle.com.
Thank you.
Great. Thank you.
All right. Moving right along.
Announcements. Today's title is Living in the Unknown. And the reading is from Excuse Me, Your Life is Waiting, The Astonishing Power of Feelings by Lynn Grabhorn. And I just wanted to ask you, if you use Facebook, please check into the Center for Spiritual Living North Metro. If you shop on Amazon and you haven't supported another nonprofit already, please support Center for Spiritual Living North Metro, because when you shop, we get paid.
It's on Smile.Amazon, right?
Smile.Amazon, yes. And we invite you to send your prayer requests in to just click on our website, cslnorthmetro.org, and go under prayer requests. So also the affirmations for this week and this week's prayer and the affirmations for the last 4 or 5 weeks, and the prayers are up there too. And if you just put your prayer request in there and your email address, we'll get that prayer request right away. And we're starting to get those prayers. So we'd like to be praying for everyone,
Yes.
with everyone too. So the affirmations are, I make heart-to-heart connections with everyone I encounter. Energy and inspiration flow through me always. I raise my consciousness and the world
rises with me.
The eternal presence of wisdom, grace, and love flows in, through, and as me. In stress or worry, I turn within and embrace the sacred and divine. I am open to the innate goodness that exists everywhere, and so it is. And today's reading is from Excuse Me, Your Life is Waiting by Lynn Grabhorn. I love this book. We came here with a guaranteed freedom of choice, mandated by the very nature of our existence. The time has come for us to exercise that birthright. We are caught in no one's web. We are bound by no circumstance. We are victims to no conditions. Rather, we are beings who possess the sacred ability to implement any outlandish desire our limitless minds can concoct, for we possess unregulated, unrestricted, uncontested freedom of choice, no matter what those choices may be. It's wake-up time. It's time we remembered how to make those choices happen. It's time to take our heads out of the sand and accept that it's no accident we get what we get in life. It's time for us to stop creating from the improper default setting and remember the secrets of the ancient wisdom we once knew so well before recorded history, wisdom that allowed us to create our passions with simple intent. It is time. You deserve it all. You deserve to have all of your aspirations realized,
Right.
no matter what they may be. You have only to want it and feel it for a whole new life of extraordinary happiness will be yours. Not can be, will be.
Yes.
That's a cosmic guarantee.
So it is.
And so it is.
Oh, got blanked out there taking in that reading. Hi, Paul. You're up again. Paul Ansiddle.
All right, thank you.
You're out love to him wherever you are.
Yeah.
Yes, I love that reading. And it reminds me of something I heard a little while ago. You are the one you've been waiting for.
Yes.
This is a Peter Mayer song called Holy Now. When I was a boy each week, Sunday we would go to church, pay attention to the priest. He would read the holy word, consecrate the holy bread. Everyone would kneel and bow. Today the only difference is everything is holy now. Everything is holy now. When I was in Sunday school, we would learn about the time Moses split the sea in two. Jesus made the water wine. I remember feeling sad. Miracles don't happen still. Now I can't keep track, 'cause everything's a miracle. Everything's a miracle. Wine from water is not so small. Even better magic trick is that anything is here at all. So the balancing thing becomes not to look for miracles, but but finding where there isn't one. When holy water was rare at best, I barely wet my fingertips. Now I've got to hold my breath like I'm swimming in a sea of it. Used to be a world half there, heaven's second-rate hand-me-down. Now I walk it with a reverent air, 'cause everything is holy now. Everything is holy now. Read a questioning child's face. Say it's not a testament. That'd be very hard to say. See, another new morning comes. Say it's not a sacrament. I tell you that it can't be done. This morning outside I stood, I saw a little red-winged bird, shining like a burning bush, singing like a scripture verse. Made me want to bow my head. I remember when church let out, how things have changed since then. 'Cause everything is holy now. Used to be a world half there, heaven's second-rate hand-me-down. I walk it with a reverent air, 'cause everything is holy now. Ooh.
Whoa.
That was so beautiful, Paul.
Thank you, Paul.
Gave me chills. That was
Yes.
just amazing. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
We're so blessed to have you as part of our ministry. Thank you.
Yes. That was so beautiful.
Well, that line, everything is holy now, really makes sense when you think about where we are in the world and how people are trying to get by the best they can. And I was thinking about this thing, the unknown, and how I kind of live it week to week, excuse me, because my talks come from the unknown. I get a message that says, "This is your title." And I always wait for whenever it comes, but it always comes. And it says, "This is your title." But the thing is, it comes with no content. It just says, "This is your title," and I got to deal with it. But over the years, I've learned to have faith in that process, to just be in the unknown, be in the unknown, and let the unknown reveal moment to moment everything I need to know. In the unknown, there is a vast amount of possibilities. And if we stay open and give ourselves to this thing called the unknown, that those vast possibilities reveal themselves to you when they're ready and when you're ready. I've learned to have comfort with the unknown because so much of my life has been that way. I started out being an actor and tried to follow that career, but it was unknown to me if it would ever happen. And sometimes I'd get a job here, a job there, but I was comfortable because I loved what I was doing. And when you love your life and love what you're doing, the unknown can be comforting, but it's like a double-edged sword. On one side of the sword, there's excitement and wonder and ready to go. And on the other side, there's dread because you don't know what's going to happen. So we're always balancing in those two places. We're always looking for the good and waiting for it to reveal itself to us. I got a quote by Deepak Chopra. He says, Relinquish your attachment to the known, step into the unknown, and you will step into the field of possibilities. Well, doesn't that make sense for where we are in the world right now? We've had to relinquish our attachment to the norm, to what everything is taking place in our everyday life. We have to, we don't have to, but we get to experience what it's like being in the unknown. And the whole world is having this experience together. That's the fascinating thing, because we all have our individual times where we're in that place of the unknown. And for some people, it's really frightening because they need to have control of the situation. They think they know where they're going, they know where they are, and everything's going to unfold perfectly. And it does. But the unknown factor always slips in there somehow. It says, hey, how you doing? I got a little surprise for you. This isn't where you are, and this isn't where you're going. I'm going to take you someplace else. And over the period of years, we can learn to just embrace it because it's exciting. And it's all about choice. When you're living in the unknown, moment to moment, there are choices. And we have to, well, we don't have to, sorry. We get to find a way to make those choices and have comfort in them. Because in the long run, if I look back at my life, every choice I ever made was for my highest good. Sometimes making a choice and being in that choice at the time may seem like, whoa,
Not very good.
No, I messed up this time. But over the period of time when you look back, those choices were perfect. They were exactly what you needed for where you were going. And we're always going onward and upward. We're always going to our highest way of being. Have you ever gone into a room or left a room to go to another room to do something, and you find yourself on your way to do that something, and something else catches your attention, and you end up doing something else? Well, those are the small little unknowns that happen every single day. They're always constantly happening. And we don't recognize them as being in the unknown. We just recognize it as being distracted. But something called me from moving from this room to the next room, and something called me to take me away from where I was going to do. And a lot of people think that, well, we think that sometimes it's because we're elders, but I've found...
Not me.
Well, I don't think that anyway. But I found that even young people have that same experience. So living in the unknown is a good thing. We get to learn to embrace it. I can remember being called to go into ministry, and it was an unknown place for me to enter because I didn't think that I had enough money. I didn't think I had enough time. I didn't think that I was a person that was capable of doing ministry. But I stepped into that unknown, and that unknown was constant as I went through classes. It was always one step ahead of me, and I was always stepping into it, growing and expanding. And it turned out to be very well because I've got 20 years of ministry now. But looking back at making that decision, I can remember thinking all those thoughts, how am I going to do it? I only have enough money for one semester. How am I going to go that? And then I let it go. I let it go. Because that was one thing I learned by becoming a practitioner, that you just let go. Step into it, say yes. Say yes to the universe, and the universe will take you on the most magnificent ride that you can possibly think of. Now we're all being called to do that. We're all being called to just let go, surrender to the unknown. None of us know where this
pandemic.
Thank you. Sometimes the words just don't come from here to there. Where this pandemic is going to take us, none of us know. And we don't need to know. We can just have comfort in knowing that it's always for the highest and best good. Always for the highest and best good, not only for my life, your life, but the life of this planet, the life of everything that lives on it, all the bugs and snakes and birds and animals. It's for the good for us all. And if we embrace that, then our individual lives will take us on a ride that will be unforgettable and magnificent and just something to celebrate. I have another quote by Esmeralda Santiago. She says, "How can you know what you are capable of if you don't embrace the unknown?" We don't always have to know what's going on. We don't always have to figure it out. We can pray, we can affirm, we can imagine all those things, but most of the time, well, not most of the time, a lot of the time, we will be taken someplace else, because the unknown factor, that factor that I call God, will always step in and take us in the direction that we're needed to go in. Right now, I invite you to embrace this time that we're sharing on the planet together. Embrace it fully. Love it. Give yourself to it. Allow yourself to open up to the magnificent possibilities that are waiting for you, that are waiting to take your life into a direction that you may have never even thought of, a direction that is magnificent and divine and holy. What I know is that there's always more to be known. And I believe.
I said, yep.
Oh, yeah. And I believe that there's more to know in the unknown than there is in the known. And we get to embrace it.
Yes.
Right here, right now.
Yes.
All right.
So he talks about, he gets the titles and he doesn't know what to say. I get the titles and they're not mine. However, I've been reminded a few times that I have the gift of gab. I don't know why he says a thing like that. But so we're living, I think it was Deepak Chopra the first time I heard the field of infinite possibility. But the more I read and the more studying I do, the more I realize that everybody took it from somebody. And so I have no idea who said that first. And it doesn't really matter. But all things are possible. And so a lot of times, I know I did. You know, it's like I grew up in a little tiny town in eastern Colorado, and I went to school and I did this and I did that. And we actually left when I was 14, but then I went to college, and you do all the things you're supposed to do, and you get the grades and you do the things you're supposed to do. And I'm sorry, I got distracted. And then we discover, I hope that a lot of people learn it a lot earlier than I did, because we discover that there's a whole nother way of living. There's a way of living where you, instead of doing all the things that we're told are really important that we're supposed to do, we listen to our intuition. We listen to that still small voice. We listen to what's mine to do. What did I come here to do? And Spirit works through us in that way. It doesn't work for us. It works through us. And so we have to set our intentions, and we have to be that place where Spirit shows up so that we can move into that which we came here to be. So we need, in order to expand ourselves, we need a mental equivalent for what that might look like. A friend and I were talking yesterday about what it would be to be hungry. And I said, you know, sometimes when you don't have something, it's really hard to have the mental equivalent of having it. Mm-hmm. Like, for example, when I get a really bad headache, which isn't very often anymore, but it's really hard to focus on I'm whole, perfect, and complete, and I'm all well because my head's going like this. However, the more I concentrate on, oh my gosh, I have a headache, the worse it gets. Mm-hmm. And so we get to this place where we understand where we're going. And Ernest Holmes talks about just expecting and accepting a little better every day. Accept and expect a little better every day, better every day, better every day. Not I have to get from here to here today. I have to get from here to here today. And then tomorrow I'll go right there. And then the next day I'll go right there. And when you think about that, then obviously our lives are going to get a really lot better because we're expecting and accepting better every day. And the other thing that he says that just astounds me, I don't have to have my mind on what I want all the time. If I have a thought here and there, it's okay. He says, if we get that 51% thinking about what we want, that will change our lives. 51%. We can all do 51% better. We can all do that. So concentrating on what we do want, what we don't, not what we don't want, because what we focus on expands all the time, all the time, all the time. If we focus on what we don't want, if we focus on what we don't have, if we focus on what we don't like, we're going to get more of that. That's just the law and the truth. That's how we manifest. That's how God works through us, because we have free will. And the way that we express that free will is through our thoughts. And the way that we express God is through our thoughts. And so if we spend our time thinking about what we don't want and what we don't like, we're going to get a lot more of that. So I'm inviting each one of us to spend some time thinking about what we do want. You know, the first time somebody asked me that, what do you want? I was like, you know, I could tell you what was expected of me. I could tell you what I was supposed to do. I could tell you what I should do. I could tell you what my teachers told me, what my parents told me, what my boss told me, but I couldn't tell you what I wanted. So if you're in that place when I'm asking you, what do you want? And you don't know, then how are we going to manifest what we want if we don't know what it is? So take some time to think about, like, it can be anything and everything. The sky's not even the sky's the limit. There is no limit. It's infinite. What do you want? So one of the things that Len Grabhorn says in her book that was just astounding to me when I first read it, she said, think about a hose, and all of the water in the world is possible. You just turn the valve on and all the water that you could want is there. And if you close that valve, and let's say we're standing outside like my neighbor does all the time with his little, he just stands out there and waters his whole lawn. If he closes off the valve on the sprinkler that he's holding, he's not going to get any water. The water's still all available, but he's not going to get any. And we do that. We shut that valve off of the infinite possibility. And so we just need, as we expand our thoughts, as we think about what we do want, as we begin to understand that we're creating our reality every single day, we open that valve, we open that valve, we open that valve, and we get a little more of what we want every single day. And only 51% of our thoughts have to be positive. Imagine that.
Amazing.
I mean, you can get from 51 to 70 to 80 to 90, and then we still just practice. Mm-hmm. When you hear that small voice that Reverend Michael was talking about, because he went into a different room or into a different place or wherever, then we're listening to the infinite, and it is inviting us to get bigger, to grow bigger, to be more. So we can stop playing small. We can start expanding. We can start listening to our intuition. We can start saying, what is the good? What is the good for me in this? Because there's good in everything. Regardless of what the circumstances, there's always good in everything. How can I expand? How can I play a little larger than I played the day before? What is the good in this? And I always get what I need. I may not always like it. I may not always want it, but I always get what I need, because my goal is to grow a little more spiritual every day, to accept God as in and through me a little more every day, to understand a little more the truth of my being every single day, and to live in an expansive way, to spend my time in the land of opportunity and the land of gratitude. Gratitude for all of the things that I have. Gratitude for all of the things that I'm going to be manifesting. Gratitude for this life that we live, because it's this very, very special thing that we get to be on this planet living this life. And so I'm wondering for each one of you, and I'm asking you, how do you experience God? What do you want? How are you going to, what and how are you going to make a step today and tomorrow and the next day and the next day to expand your awareness of the truth of your being, to expand the opportunity that you're having on this planet to live this life, to be a little more of who you really are every single day in every single way? So, you have more?
Well, she made a good point. And sometimes you may be in a place where you don't know what you want, you don't know where to go, and you don't know how to do it. And what I'm inviting you to do is find comfort in that it's okay, that just being here, something will come. You are connected to this intelligence and this center of wisdom and possibilities. And all you have to do is ask and wait. And that's part of this thing that we're talking about together. There's taking action, there's doing prayer work, there's affirming, but there's also this divine opportunity to just empty yourself and become a vessel and allow that which is waiting for you, because it's waiting for you. But it may not be just waiting for you, it may be waiting for somebody else, and somebody else may do whatever it is that you may be guided to do. So you wait and you allow, you open up and you allow, because life is just that way. You'll always be taken someplace. You'll always be guided somewhere. And sometimes it may seem like a mistake where you were guided, but there are no mistakes. It's all unfolding perfectly because your life is eternal and you're on this eternal journey, and everything that happens on this eternal journey is for your highest and best good. It's for the expansion of who and what you are. It's for the explosion into something greater than you think you are, because you are a child of God. Do you know that? You are a child of God. And that's not trying to put any responsibility on you or make you freak out, but it's a wonderful thing to embrace, to know that something is sustaining me, maintaining me, loving me, guiding me, directing me. And all I have to do is empty myself to it and allow it to flow through me. And once I know what I want, like Reverend Valerie said, once you know what you want, then you can move.
Yeah.
You can move your feet.
Yeah.
You can take action. You can do something to embrace that which you've caught. So we're so blessed to have this opportunity to talk to you wherever you are, in your living room, in your car, I don't know, in the outhouse, I don't know.
So when you were talking, that just reminded me, I've read several times from people who have said, I had this idea for an invention or this book or this thing that I was going to do, and I let myself be afraid to do it, and somebody else invented it or somebody else wrote it, and so the ideas are out there, the possibilities are out there, but we have to reach out and grab them, because the idea doesn't just come to one person. The idea comes, it's in the land of possibilities and it's out in the infinite. And so it's our responsibility when an idea comes to us, when a thought comes to us, when a thing that we're supposed to do comes to us, if we pass it by, someone else will get that opportunity. So grab those opportunities and grab that life and live it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, good.
Yeah.
So what do you think? Are you ready to empty yourself? Are you ready to be what you came here to be? Are you ready to be the full expression of life that was bestowed upon you?
My
Say
answer
yes.
is yes.
There you go.
Yes.
Yes is
I love
always
it.
the
That's
answer.
all I'll say. Yes. Together.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Always say yes.
That's right. Yes.
Very good.
Yeah.
Why don't you,
Face out. Not out. Do a spiritual mind treatment.
yeah.
Huh. My mouth is talking, not connected to my brain right this second. Okay, so taking a deep breath, getting centered. I recognize that there is only one life, one power, one presence, one infinite intelligence that is awake and aware and manifesting and creating and becoming more of itself all of the time. It is all that is. It is this planet. It is this galaxy. It is our universe. It is all of the different galaxies and planets and stars and suns and out to infinity. Like billions of light years away, they're finding things, and there's still more. It is so infinite. And we are one with that. We are, each of us, I am, you are, we are, one with that infinite intelligence, one with that possibility, one with all that we can imagine to create, because we are always creating too. So I'm inviting ourselves to just breathe in that amazing oneness that is spirit. Just open our hearts and allow ourselves to feel that spirit beating our hearts, breathing our breath, living our life. And accept more, and accept more, and accept more. And I know for each one of us, that as we step out and accept more and expect more, that we are the oneness, that we are the allness, that we are the isness, that life is absolutely ours, right here, right now, all of the time. I know it is the truth. I accept for each one of us peace and love and truth and harmony and joy and abundance and prosperity and opportunity and compassion and love and peace. That we understand that each person on this planet is one with us. There is no separation. There is only this one life, this one power, this one presence. And so in absolute gratitude, I pass this word to Reverend Michael.
I'm so very grateful to know that whatever's taking place on the planet is taking place for the highest good of all creation, and that each person, no matter where they are on this world, is a blessing to the whole, is more than just a part. It is the whole. I am the whole, you are the whole.
Yes.
And everything that is taking place, we contribute our person to it.
Yes.
Our life to it.
Yes.
And our prayers and our affirmations are manifesting right here and right now.
Yes.
I bless all the leaders that are leading right now, and for those that are moving in a direction for the progress of this planet and the unity of all humanity. I know they will continue to do their work. And for those that aren't moving along, I know that they fall away and another great leader falls into place. I hold this to be true. I know that each person that has lost somebody to this virus, I surround them with light and love. I feel their pain and know that life goes on, that each person that has left this reality has moved on to another reality. So I surround the families and the friends with light and love. I surround the members of our spiritual center with light and love. I surround all the members of Centers for Spiritual Living, our home office, our archives. I know the highest and best for those organizations, as I do for every mosque and temple and church across the nation. I see oneness taking place, that we're all guided and directed towards the one, the only one. And something good is stirring up on this planet.
Yes.
Something beyond our imagination,
Yes.
but something magnificent is
Yes.
taking place. And so I give thanks for this. Give thanks for this opportunity to speak the word, knowing it cannot come back void. Give thanks for the understanding that the word is complete and now fulfilling itself in everyone's experience. So it's easy now to let go, let God, by releasing the word into the love, into the law, and simply allow it to be. And together we say, and so it is. All right. Once again, Paul Landsiddle.
Hello out there. This is a song of mine called Free Spirit. I'm the chill in your spine when you jump into the pool on a June afternoon. It's the last day of school. I'll see you on Sunday when church lets out. We will be walking home. We're gonna sing and shout. I'm closer to you than your next breath. Just a thought away, you can call me with a prayer. I'm your free spirit, walking on holy ground. Here, there, and everywhere, I'm following you around. I'm your way out when you're lost at home. I will go with you when it feels so good to be alone. I'm your drive-by blessing. I come out of nowhere. I'm pushing you out of your comfort zone into thin air. I'm your free spirit, walking on holy ground. Here, there, and everywhere, I'll take you around. I'm the cover of night in your heavenly sleep. When you leave your body behind, I have your soul to keep. When the dark forces surround you, I will be the sword you can cut your way through. I'm your free spirit, walking on holy ground. Here, there, and everywhere, we are glory bound.
Oh, yay!
Thank you.
That was so good. That was perfect.
Yeah.
How good was that?
Thank
Thank
you so
you.
much. We got one more after we
Yeah, we're gonna do the conscious giving next.
conscious giving time.
Yeah. So I'm inviting you to support our ministry, and you can do that on our website, cslnorthmetro.org. there's a place where you just put the amount in and then you press enter, and that will take you to a spot where you can link it to your credit card or checking account. And if you've already done it once, then it's already done for you and you just go right in. There's also a PayPal link there, and there's also a Venmo link there. And you can, so if you decide to go Venmo, the QR code is right on the website, and all you have to do is put your camera up to the QR code and it'll take you right there. You can also text to give at YouGive to 888-364-GIVE in order to receive a reply with the link to your giving. So we just invite you to support what we're doing so that we can keep on doing this. And now you can put your phone right up next to the screen.
How good is that?
And yeah, that's because wonderful Greg and Sheila are helping us do all of this. And we could not do this without them. And we could not do this without Anthony Pritchard teaching us how to. So hooray for everyone who helps us, and hooray for each one of you who is living this life, who is joining us on Sundays, who is growing with us and learning with us. We're so pleased to have you. So we also invite you to join us on Zoom, and that link will be up after the service, and we're going to have a discussion. So
I want to again thank Paul and Sheila, because this is their first time running this service, and it's a lot of work.
It's
a lot to know, and they've done an excellent job. And just we applaud you and thank you. We're so blessed to have you as part of our community.
So yeah, so that and so much more, because that's not the only thing they do. So
No.
we're extremely appreciative.
Yes. So
Paul.
once again, Paul Ansiddle.
This is an old Bobby McFerrin song. Don't worry,
Oh, I love this.
be happy. Here's a little song I wrote. Might want to sing it note for note. Don't worry, be happy. In every life we have some trouble. When you worry, you make it double. Don't worry, be happy. Ain't got a place to lay your head. Someone came and took your bed. Don't worry, be happy. Ooh, don't worry, be happy. Landlord say your rent is late. He may have to litigate. Don't worry, be happy. When you worry, your face will frown. That will bring everybody down. Don't worry, be happy. Ooh, everybody now, don't worry, be happy. Now we have to stay at home, spend more time on the telephone. Don't worry, be happy. It's for you, Michael. Making friends with uncertainty. Whatever will be, will be. Don't worry, be happy. Every life expects some trouble. When you worry, you make it double. Don't worry, be happy. Ooh, don't worry, be happy. Well, I'll see you all in cyberspace. I'll send you all amazing grace. Don't worry, be happy. Don't worry, be happy. Ooh, don't worry, be happy.
Paul
That
Lansdale.
was so beautiful. Thank you so much, Paul.
And now we can go into life not worrying and being happy.
That's right.
Thank
That's
you, Paul.
right. Sure.
We'll see you next month.
Yes, you will.
Okay. Keep the faith and stay safe.
Stay prayed up.
Yeah, especially that.
So let's close our eyes and I'll do a benediction. Giving thanks for this glorious day. It is glorious here in Colorado. Giving thanks for life, for love, for peace. Giving thanks for this marvelous world we live in. Giving thanks for our families, our friends, our colleagues. Giving thanks for all that we get to experience. Our homes, our neighborhoods, all of life on this planet. Giving thanks knowing that we're all guided and directed towards our highest and best good. Giving thanks that right here and right now, all is well. And this moment is eternal. So I bless it. I bless all of you who have listened to this and watched this service. I bless this day. I bless life. So in deep, deep gratitude, I now let go. I let go and allow it to be. And so it is.
And so it is. Ashe, amen. Bye, everyone.
Namaste.
Join us on Zoom if you want to discuss anything.
Yes.